You are now listening to Random Things starring Random Bitches. Are we recording?
I think so. I see recording.
All right, let's do it. So, can I tell you about what happened this morning?
But
So, I woke up this morning, right? And I woke up earlier than I normally do. Not very early, but earlier than I normally do. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make myself oatmeal today. I haven't had oatmeal in a minute, so I'm going to make myself some oatmeal. Everything went fucking wrong with this oatmeal, Liza.
ew.
Everything. My milk, it was, within date. Like I still had like 10 days for my milk and it tastes sour. So I had to dump that after I already started heating it up on the stove. Then I was like, fuck it. I guess I have to use water like a peasant. So then I started boiling my water and I was like, I'm going to add protein powder to my oatmeal today because I'm
Mhm.
going to be like extra with it today. I'm really going to be on it. So I found a recipe online and it was like, oh, you can add like vanilla and cinnamon, which is normally stuff I like anyway. So I was like, ooh, I only had like enough vanilla for that batch of oatmeal. And I put the cinnamon in and I put my oatmeal in and then I put the powder in, my protein powder.
Mhm.
And I probably should have thought to like not dump it all in at one time. Um, and lo and behold, it was fucking gross. Like it was chunky, and no matter what I did, I couldn't get the fucking like protein balls to like not be chunky. So I had to like remake it. I had no vanilla, and now it's like watery. It's not really watery, it's just bland because I made it with water and not milk.
Mhm.
And I'm really sad about it.
I don't like oatmeal. Ew. So
You
I
don't
think that's your
you don't
person.
like oatmeal?
Not really. I like cream of wheat.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the one I like. Cream of wheat. So, and I don't eat it that often either. Like for breakfast, my go-to is like fruit or like maybe like scrambled eggs.
Hmm.
I'm not a breakfast person. Or
I'm
a
not
bit
no,
a bagel any day. I'll take a fucking bagel.
I'm not normally a breakfast person. However, I do love breakfast foods.
I do, but
Mostly,
not at breakfast.
huh?
I like breakfast foods, but not at breakfast.
I just don't like making it at like in the morning because I'm not a morning person.
Mhm.
So it's just super annoying. But I decided today that I was gonna do it. And yeah.
They're not terrible. They were like, "Yeah, right. Don't ever do it again."
Yeah, I was very upset about it. I was
I've
very,
been
very upset
like,
about it.
so Josh's little brother JJ has been staying with us, and I absolutely adore Jeremiah.
Mm-hmm.
He- He's like the perfect mix of me and Josh. Okay, so he looks like Josh. He's tall as Josh. He's athletic as Josh, but he got my attitude. Okay.
Okay.
So I told Josh, I was like, we're gonna be really let down when we have kids because JJ is like literally the perfect mix of me and you. Like, I don't think that can be replicated. Like, he's as mean as me. He's a people person. Like it's like a perfect mix of me and Josh. It's really weird because he's not our child. Like, he's not my child.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of cooking, like, it doesn't matter the time of day, breakfast, lunch, or motherfucking dinner, or like how late we get home. My guy, he calls it sofrito rice. He wants fucking sofrito rice.
Mm,
Does not matter. Like, sofrito, like literally, he's like, "Can I have sofrito rice?" And really, sofrito rice is like white rice. And then instead of, how you do it, habichuela guisa,
mm-hmm.
he just doesn't want the beans. He just wants like, the
The sauce.
the sauce.
That honestly, I love. That's like my favorite. Just that, but I like the bean. Do you put potato in yours?
Yes.
Mm, fucking love
Uh
potatoes.
1010%. Actually with theirs, since they they don't require the beans. Like if the beans are there, he'll eat them, but it's more work for me because it takes like 5 seconds to boil up if I'm just putting the seasonings in it. And like
Hmm.
potatoes, it's pretty quick as opposed to like 45 minutes so the beans can cook correctly and shit like that, right?
Do you use bag beans or use canned beans?
Both. It depends on what's available at the store.
Okay.
Like, if I had my preference, I'll do the bag ones and you soak them in water, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
But if they don't have the ones, because I like some people use like the red beans, I use the pink beans.
Oh, we use whatever. It doesn't really matter.
No, I use pink. Like, I won't do the red. First of all, I don't even eat beans. I don't know why I'm so fucking picky. But my grandma said, don't fuck with the red beans. You have to use the pink beans. So I just listened. You know what I mean?
Oh, goodness. Is it because they're smaller usually?
I don't know. I
Mm.
never asked. I don't ask questions. I'd be like, my grandma be like, kill somebody. I'd be like, okay, no questions asked. You know what I
I feel
mean?
like I need to ask her why she only uses pink beans and not red. I mean, we mostly use pink beans.
But if
Um,
there's no thank
but
you,
if we don't have pink beans and we have red beans, that's what we're using. Like I say my dad, because I'm not cooking. I don't cook shit. If you ask me to make that, it's not coming out right. I don't even know how the fuck to make it.
one time we went to somebody else's house for Thanksgiving. This is the only other time I've ever been to somebody else's house with my grandmother. I don't remember who it was, but when they served the rice, they didn't do arroz con gandule. They did arroz con habichuela. I don't fuck with habichuelas, period. They're huge. I don't like them. I like gandules because they're small. And when that rice hit her plate and those beans were like burgundy and bigger than the pink beans, she knew what beans they were. I knew what beans they were. They weren't the
Right.
pink ones. She will never go to another person's house on Thanksgiving. Like I was like, "Oh, grandma, come over for Thanksgiving this year so you don't have to cook." No, I'll stay home and cook myself. And I'm like, "I use the pink beans." And she's like, "I don't care. I'm gonna stay home and cook myself." Like she's effing picky. And ever since that day, we never went to somebody else's house for Thanksgiving. Like it's she stays at her house and then she invites everybody over.
And just reminds them that she uses pink beans instead of red.
I guess. And same shit happened that same day. Somebody made their potato salad with white onions, and my grandma almost had a fit. She
Um,
she
I
likes
think
red onions.
I mean I like red onions too, but I think my family uses white onions in their potato salad.
Oh, my grandma can't go to your house.
I mean, I'm not making it yet again. I don't cook, but no, I'm
She
pretty sure my
literally
aunt.
went to the bathroom and was like, "How do we get out of here?" I remember that day. I was probably like 12 years old. When, how do we get out of here? I'm not eating this food.
Oh my god,
I was like, "Grandma."
I get like, damn.
She's like, "No, no." And they didn't put. My grandma loves apples in her potato salad. They didn't put apples in
What?
her. Yeah, it actually tastes really good with apples.
Oh, that's so different.
It's very different, but it tastes really good. Like I hate potato salad unless my grandma makes it.
Oh, I love potato anything. So I see potatoes and I'm like,
Yum yum
I
yum.
like my Trey songs. Ooh, I'm about to dive in. Kind of comes out,
Okay.
and I get mad excited for potatoes.
Do you ever wish you could just go back and live in a simpler time with none of this bullshit?
I wish I could go back in time and not have gotten this computer.
I don't want computers. I wish I lived in a time with no computers.
No, I don't. I like being able to like look up anything I want at the drop of a dime.
Nope. I like not knowing and then pretending that I am always right.
Mm.
Because that shit irks me. Sometimes I'll say something and I'm like half right, and Josh always Googles it. Let's look up the facts. When he says that, I want to punch him in his mouth. Fuck your facts. Fuck your phone. Fuck the internet. I'm fucking right. That shit irks such my living soul.
My God.
And then he's like, you are wrong. And I was like, I was half wrong. I literally was half wrong, which makes it half right. So I was right. That shit irks my soul. I can't fucking
Oh
deal. Oh
goodness.
my God. I was like, no, no, no. And then he always does that like my first day of my period. I don't know how it's like clockwork. He doesn't even know it's my first day of my period. And he's fucking looking something up on his phone. And I'm like, Lord, help me not to turn into Hulk today and just smash his phone, smash his computer, smash everything. Like I can feel Hulk coming out. You know what I mean? Because I'm Thor, but I'm a little Hulk too, I think. Honestly, I'm probably more Hulk than Thor.
I was gonna say, I think you're probably more Hulk than anything.
But like at the end of the day, remember we took the quiz and the quiz told me I was Thor. So
That's fine. However, I think that you might be a little bit more Hulk.
yeah,
Just a little.
when it comes to Josh, yes, when it comes to my grandma, I'm like Captain America, so sweet. It depends who I am everyone. It just depends who I'm with and who you bring out. You know what I mean? I am the Avengers.
I'm all of them in one. I am
I'm all of them. You see, right there, I was Tony. You know what I mean? So it just depends, like who I'm talking to, who I'm gonna be, who you're gonna get. Like, so technically that makes me the ultimate Avenger because I got all their powers. So
Oh, okay.
right.
Sure. I mean, I'll let you have it. I will let you have that.
Oh my God, I
Uh,
hate myself sometimes. But I'm so great, so that's fine too.
oh my goodness. Listen, I keep seeing stuff for pumpkins like everywhere, and I'm like just ready. Like just so ready for pumpkin everything. Like I'm ready to like bathe in pumpkin pie and pumpkin sauce and pumpkin coffee and fuck it, pumpkin eyeliner. I don't care. I want pumpkin everything right now.
Me and you see fall like very differently. Like you think food, I think Taylor Swift albums. Like I'm like, oh my God, it's about to be fall. I'm about to have fucking Red on blast, and her re-recording is coming out November 19th. Like I'm not fucking ready. Autumn leaves falling down like pieces into place. Like, bitch, no. When I hear autumn, I'm like, bitch, it's about time for me to be a crazy bitch again. Because every season I'm a crazy bitch, but this time I'm like a crazy heartbroken bitch, even though I'm not heartbroken, you know?
Uh no, I just think
So no
pumpkin.
pumpkin for me. I don't give a fuck. No fucks about pumpkin.
Oh my god, I love pumpkin everything. I can't I and I love Halloween. I think that's like the big thing. It's that Halloween is coming.
Yeah, but I feel like Halloween is trash the last 2 years, and it's gonna be trash this year because you can't really do anything because of COVID.
Well, Halloween last year was also be like kind of because of the Rona.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like literally like,
But the year
well,
before that, it wasn't bad.
okay, so fall is good and bad for me. Like I have great memories of fall thanks to Taylor Swift and shit. But I also have like trash memories of fall because it's football season and Josh was just always in like a mood during football season because he was so fucking tired. So the year we went to your birthday party, it was okay, Josh was just in a mood. Like I remember Josh being in a mood.
Wow.
And I didn't enjoy myself to my full potential because my his ass was in a mood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Did you see that they wrapped production on Disenchanted?
no,
They
I'm sure that'll
did.
come out next year
That
too.
does, yeah, it's gonna come out next year. I don't know when, but I am so excited because I fucking love Enchanted.
Yeah, sorry, my wedding planner just texted me.
Oh.
I hate that bitch. You can leave that in the podcast. I fucking hate that bitch. For someone
Why?
that you paid so much fucking money, you don't remember anything. For someone who
Oh.
has contracts and computers, you don't remember anything. For someone who's done multiple weddings at my venue, you don't remember the size of my tables,
Oh, that's weird.
the
Like,
tables
cause
that they have.
I was gonna say, cause it's tables that they have, right? You're not renting tables and chairs.
No.
That's really weird. Why does she not know? Wait, is that race? Like, did she just say that she doesn't remember what size tables they were?
Yeah, she said your guest tables are 60 inches, correct? They see 8 to 10 people, just double checking. And like I've been trying to contact her all weekend, okay? Like I contact her on Friday so I can make the final payment. And before that, I was contacting her for a week to make the final payment because she told me not to in case people don't show up to the wedding. And then I just decided, fuck it, I'm paying for the amount of tables I'm paying for, even if people don't show up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I'm not waiting till last minute to then have to call everyone and make payments. I just want everything paid off as soon as possible.
Yeah.
She did not answer me the whole weekend. Yesterday, I emailed her, I texted her, no, nothing. Not even like, oh, I'm on vacation. I'll talk to you on Tuesday. Nothing. She got back yesterday and she called me at like 8 o'clock. And then I missed her call, called her back 2 seconds later. I'm on the phone with the vendor. How, bitch? You just fucking called me. You just, and then she didn't remember like, if you're gonna call me, be prepared. Just be like, listen, I don't have your contract in front of me. I'll call you tomorrow. Communicate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like say something. Because
She
like
called,
she's because she has other weddings. It's not like she's only going to remember everything for yours. Like, however, she has that all written down somewhere. You know what I mean? Like just
correct, but this week is
like
she
I don't have the info in front of me. However, I need this information right now or something.
correct. So we were like going through like what she needed to do.
Mm.
And she was like, oh, you're gonna do the guest table. And I was like, no, you're decorating the whole venue.
Oh.
Like, oh, I don't have my contract in front of me.
Uh,
Okay, so you don't answer, have a hard time to reach you. And I've been very nice to her. Like she even forgot. Like the day we were supposed to go through the walkthrough, she forgot.
oh.
And I had to call her and we had to wait 45 minutes for her to get there.
You're just dealing with like a bunch of
Incompetent people.
oh
But
yeah.
like they do beautiful ass weddings.
Yeah, so it's like
And
what's
they have
going on?
amazing reviews. So I'm confused.
Maybe she just has like a lot of friends who just left her good reviews online.
Maybe, but she's not I originally had a different wedding planner and she was even worse.
Oh, you stuck with the same company. I didn't realize that.
No, I didn't stick with the same company. I went with a
Oh,
different company. Um, yeah, I went with a different company. Like they
oh,
have nothing to do with each other. And just I've come to realize that wedding vendors in my area are very unreliable. The only one that's been great has been my photographer. Um, she's had everything on the ball. I had no issues with her. That's it. You know?
yeah,
Like everything else has just been like annoying as hell. Oh, and the church, like the people from the church, super sweet,
yeah.
nothing like when I need to go see it, they're there, like, them. But I'm talking about like more reception like vendors and shit, like
Mm-hmm.
so fucking annoying. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Please.
that is very annoying, especially because like they know it's an extremely like stressful time, and for them to like not make it like as smooth sailing, because like that's the point of hiring like a wedding planner, is to make it a little bit more smoother and whatnot, and she's not doing that.
Yeah. And then she had me ask like the venue a million questions. And I'm like, you're my wedding decorator. Why don't you call the venue and ask? Like, oh, do they lock up the night before? Why should I know that? You've decorated in here, you said a bunch of times.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Like, and you're not fucking cheap. You're not cheap at all. My decorator is, and I'm sure it's like that for most weddings, but she was by far my biggest bill for the wedding. You know what I mean?
Well, right, yeah, decorations usually are probably one of decorations, and food are usually like the most expensive part of the wedding,
Yeah, but
most times, but yeah.
she fucking like, you know, I'm just like, no, bitch. Like, please. Like, that's for you to be on the ball,
Yeah, you
There's
would imagine.
I
but
was
that's
talking to
nice.
another client. She told me, I was talking to a client earlier today. Her wedding's in 6 months. The fuck did you not call me? My wedding's on Saturday. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I didn't say that. I was nice and professional.
Hmm.
But like, that's when Hulk was like, bitch, you want me to come out? And I was like, no, sit back. Sit back. I got this. You know what I mean?
Uh,
No, you don't know what I mean.
I mean, I've never dealt with a wedding planner or anything. Any of my parties, I've pretty much done almost entirely like myself.
No.
Um, so I haven't
Yeah.
had that problem.
Like I did my engagement party myself and I was expecting this to be a lot more smoother, you know?
Yeah.
But honestly, like I feel like this one is like it fucks me up even more because I'm like, I'm not in control. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you're not you're like you're not able to do everything.
Yeah. So I know that shit, like I'm nervous because she forgets so much that she's gonna forget the shit that we talked. Like literally, we talked about like my photo booth area and how she was gonna do the flower ball peekabooing with my neon sign. She's like, "Oh, and the flower wall. Do you want it peekabooed?" Bitch, we've been talking about that for a year. You gave me the idea. You said you were gonna do it. Now you don't remember?
Oh, so she's just like not even taking notes. Ill.
It's on the contract.
Ill. That's gross. That's
So she
bad.
really like fucked me up last night when she said that to me. I was like, she's like, I'm sorry, I don't have my contract in front of me. And I'm like, when you came to the wedding venue, you didn't have your contract in front of you because you're the one who wanted to do it a different day or whatever. Now this was like a few months back. But like I'm like, you didn't have your contract then. Like, are you ever prepared? I was
Mm.
like, I'm gonna start a wedding decorating company and I'm just gonna deliver the best motherfucking customer service ever because, like, obviously these bitches are not that hard to compete with because their customer service sucks.
Yeah, make sure you leave a review, like a review of everything because that's not cool. Like if all of her reviews are like raving, something is wrong.
Yeah, and I'm thinking maybe it's because I didn't pay her to be like my wedding coordinator because I okay, like she's nice, but I just didn't get the vibe from her that I wanted her there on my wedding day to coordinate. Like, and I was right. I just felt like she was gonna stress me out more. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I was right. She don't remember shit. So if you don't remember shit, how you gonna be a wedding coordinator that day? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I spoke to my DJ, and my DJ was like, "You don't really need a wedding coordinator. Like literally, I'm there to keep you on time. Like and like my DJ, he has
At least for the party, yeah.
yeah for the party. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So like you don't need that. We have 3 people. When everything happens, we'll move everything along. And I was like, okay, cool. Cause she like wanted to charge me 10 grand to coordinate the reception.
Oh no.
And I was like, nah, I'm good. And plus, like seeing her, bitches will walk all over her. Shut the hell up. They'd be like, shut the hell up. We ain't doing that right now. You know what I mean? Like, she ain't gonna be no damn wedding coordinator at my wedding.
Oh
And I'm glad I didn't have her be the coordinator at the
yeah,
reception.
seriously.
Cause like
10 grand to tell people, okay, it's time to
9.
eat.
Yep.
No, no, no. Listen, why the fuck am I not in the wedding business?
That's
Like
what I said.
10 grand for that? Hell no. Like
Yeah, she said it's
I'll charge
9
you
grand.
$200. Give me $200. That's all you have to pay me to be a fucking event coordinator for like a wedding like that. Because usually it's pretty simple. Hey, we're dancing. Everybody dance. Hey, we're eating. Go eat.
Jessica,
Hey,
I think me and you need to start a business where we go and event plan for people's weddings like for the weekend, just the weekend. You know what I mean? Not event plan, like coordinate and keep things because I'm super organized
and I'm
with
just loud and bossy.
you know what I mean? So I can handle the details and you can be like the front man, you know?
He's like, fuck everybody up. Like, we're fucking dancing now.
Yeah, like I feel like me and you can make a killing in that fucking business.
Hell,
Like
for $10,000 for one day? Oh
Yeah,
my God.
she also said that that was like she hooks you up with vendors. But I'm like, it's not that hard to create a list of vendors in your area and set up a meeting. And one, she wanted to charge me that. And I was like, bitch, when I'm coming to you, I already had all my vendors except for my decorator.
Right. Like that's the only thing that you were missing.
Yeah. So like you still charge me 9 grand. It was 9 grand, but then taxes. So same shit. And she's like, yeah, I'm there the day of your wedding. We meet a couple times. The fuck I gotta meet with you for? You're not like, you know,
Yeah.
it's just
No
like if you want to
thanks.
meet, we can meet, but I don't need that. If Why would I meet with you about my wedding photography when you don't know shit? I gotta go to the photographer. It makes no
Right.
sense.
When yeah, like when you're not in cahoots with my my wedding.
Photographer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
but I guess as
anybody.
a coordinator she would be, but like I don't know. She
Yeah, but honestly, it's probably for the best that you didn't because she sounds like super uh
ditzy.
yeah, super something, super not professional maybe.
Oh God, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm just hoping that they really pull off for the amount that I'm paying for the decoration and shit. She better pull off like a beautiful wedding. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Because we everything we talked about, no mistakes. If not, bitch, you are refunding my money. And then you know what she said to me? She was like, "Oh, I don't have a mind like you. You remember everything."
like that's okay. Like maybe you shouldn't say that to people. Feel like okay, like that's why you write it down and you bring it with you and you come prepared. Like what the fuck?
Like you're talking to me on your cell phone. You have email. You could pull up the contract. She
Right.
didn't
Like
even
why
know
do you
what
not have
my
that?
final price was. She just trusted me.
Oh my
I
goodness.
should have been like, no, it's only 600. I should have said.
Oh.
I didn't. I was a good person, man. I was like, no, it's this, or that. And she didn't even know, Jessica. We're in the wrong business. Get
I'm
out of the
telling you.
out of waitressing and bitch, we only have to work Saturdays and Sundays or whatever people have weddings, but normally weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sundays.
For 10 grand, easy peasy. Listen, we can even
Lemon.
charge less than that and still be like making money. Like, uh,
Best friend, I think we should do it. I really think we should. Like,
is that
just
gonna be our next it's our next business venture?
yeah.
And then
Honestly, don't
and
you
then we'll
think?
talk about it on the podcast. We'll talk about how horrible it was.
No, we can't do that. But
Uh,
no, I like weddings, other
I
people's
mean, I
weddings.
like weddings too. I really like going to weddings. I think weddings are fun. And most of the time, like when you go to weddings, it's like a happy experience. Everybody's in a
Mhm.
good mood. So it's like always like really nice. Um, it is very fucking expensive.
Yeah.
I no, it was funny because my one coworker, he is fantastic at pretty much everything he does. It's like very upsetting.
Hmm.
Um, he planned his sister's like a backyard wedding, but you would not be able to tell that it was a backyard wedding.
Oh, really? That's
It was
wonderful.
so nice. It was very simple. They had like this big, beautiful tent. It was simple, but like he did the flower arrangements, but I don't remember if he used real flowers or not. Gorgeous, gorgeous. He just staged his grandmother's house because they listed it for sale.
Hmm.
Like the house itself was like dated and stuff, but like how he like staged it was like perfect. It was insane. Like I told him I was like, "Oh my god, you should totally get into like the wedding planning business or like being a wedding decorator." He was like, "That's my dream job. Like stop." And I was like, "Oh my god, I would do it. I would hire him." Well,
Yeah. That's I should have hired him.
honestly, he probably would have done it for you too.
Yeah, I just didn't know. So it's okay. I mean, it's almost over now, bitch. 3 more days, I think. Is it 3 more days?
No, Saturday?
Four.
4 more
I don't count
days?
Saturday because that's the day. So
That's the
3 days.
day. Did
Yeah.
you realize that Friday is Friday the 13th, by the way?
Yeah, I did, bitch. Taylor Swift's favorite number is 13.
Oh, goodness. So, yeah.
She was also born on the turn 13th and it was a Friday. So I see
Oh,
that as luck. I
okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you like No, I didn't plan it, but like, shit is just coming out perfect. Like the day I realized, I was like, how many days till my wedding? 13 days. I was like, oh my God, this is a fucking sign. Cause like technically my wedding is like fairy tale Taylor Swift themed. And I'm like, just all the signs are coming through that like shit is gonna go right
Oh,
on the day, because like 13 and
oh my God. So yesterday when me and Eric were in the car and you sent me a message and you're like, you said something, you quoted Sex in the City, the crazier the wedding, the better the
better the
marriage.
marriage.
Yeah. And I like you pause and I like in unison, I said, we said, you obviously didn't know this, but we said the better the marriage. And Eric gave me the weirdest fucking look. And he was like, what are you saying? And I was like, the Bible. Like Carrie Bradshaw said that. And he was like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. I said it to my mom too, because like, I'm going through it when it comes to, it's not even wedding planning, just dealing with like people in the wedding and all that stuff. It's frustrating. When when I was wedding planning, I thought like, what's going to be my most difficult part? And I said, oh, Jessica, she's not going to like nobody.
And it's not me. It's not me this time.
I think I'm gonna have to keep her away from so and so. I'm gonna have to make sure so and so only says like stupid shit at a minimum. I'm gonna have my mom. I'm gonna have to keep her on to chill out. My grandma's perfect, so didn't have to worry about that. Just like little things like that, like never in my mind did I think groomsmen would be a problem, because people always talk about how men are so easy compared to women. Like, fuck men.
Nope.
They fucking hard as hell. And I fucking can't stand any of them except for Josh Lee. Barely. You know what I mean? And my brother. I love my brother so much. And my nephew on me. Oh my God. Yesterday he brought his girlfriend flowers because she can't play sports because like they found something like weird in her heart or something. I
Oh
don't know.
no.
And she was like sad she couldn't play her sport. And he bought her flowers. And my sister sent me a video. And I was like, God damn, I didn't raise him, but I raised him right, It was me. It was me. I did it. I was like, I'm such a great mom. I'm not his mom. He lives in Florida. I don't see him that often. But it was me. And I was
But
like,
it was me. I did it. I am the reason that he is as great as he is, even though it's nothing to do with me.
absolutely nothing to do with me, but
But
like,
in reality, it does. It has everything to do with me.
everything. And I was like, wow, like other men could learn from this. Like, wow, you know what I mean? Like, he's a 14-year-old boy and he's bringing his girl flowers because she's sad. Like, when does that stop?
I don't know.
When was the last time Eric brought you flowers?
Eric doesn't bring me flowers. He brings me coffee, which is
Okay.
pretty much equivalent. So,
No, bitch. No way.
plus,
Mm-mm.
I like flowers, but I don't think I've ever made it like known that like I really like flowers. I would like flowers. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
he
But like,
see
there's
but
shit that women just know. Men just need to know.
I mean, he's aware that I like coffee and he knows that he knows exactly how I like my coffee. So he goes and he just gets me coffee
All right.
and it comes and I'm just so happy.
There was a time before the wedding, where he would bring me roses every week.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like grocery store roses, like he wasn't going to Royers. And I
right.
would put them in a vase. And then I started getting like really like sick. And I realized like, oh, bitch, you can't even be around these fucking flowers. They're giving you crazy allergies.
Oh no.
So we stopped. But I still love.
Well, why don't you get like some really nice like silk ones or
I do
something?
have them now.
Oh,
He
okay.
got this really nice like flower, like fake flower arrangement, but it looks real every time someone comes to my house, which is not that often, but like, his family or whatever. They're like, I keep forgetting these flowers aren't real because it even looks like they have water in the vase.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah, and they were really expensive, but like you're gonna have them forever. So is
Right,
that
they
even
last forever.
worth
So
it?
like, why not? Unlike real flowers that for some reason cost like a shit ton of money and die right away. But
Exactly. They die.
uh, my
Death to
grandma,
a bitch.
my grandma loves flowers, and she gets mad when nobody brings her flowers.
Same.
She has. She's like, don't bring, if you're not going to bring me flowers now, don't bring them to me when I'm dead.
So my grandma doesn't say that. My grandma doesn't require us to bring her flowers, but my grandfather, yes. Like I'm pretty sure I told you, like one time for her birthday, he brought her a plant and she threw it away and he took it
Yes,
out.
yes, you told me that.
Like they weren't
Uh,
fucking roses, you know?
uh, I think my grandma would be happy with a plant. She likes, like, she has like a little backyard that she will have like big flower plants. She doesn't garden as much as she used to. She used to garden a lot more.
Uh-huh.
Like she used to grow tomatoes in her backyard, and
That's
um
so cute.
she used to have like little flower plants and stuff, like planters. But she doesn't do that much anymore. But she likes flowers. However, when you buy her flowers, you know how, like, when you buy flowers, it comes with that little package of like flower food or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God. You have to bring her like 10 of those packets. Otherwise, she is not content with the flowers. Well, where's the food for the flowers? How are they supposed to grow? How are they supposed to stay this vibrant and colorful? Like, well, you just change the water out like you're supposed to. No, you need the food. Where is the plant? Go back and get the plant food.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
so
she's aggressive about it. I was trying to explain my grandmother to someone. I was like, I don't know how to explain my grandmother. And I was like, trying to figure it out. And I was like, I'm very much like my grandmother, but I'm also like my dad a lot. Um, and
mm,
Eric was like, no, you are your grandmother. I was like, oh,
yeah, I would say
okay.
so with me. I'm my grandmother who curses and it's a little bit more evil than her because my grandma's like pure at heart, but she's still like a petty ass bitch, like petty, you know? Because like who in the world would throw away flowers a plant your husband bought you? You know what I mean? Like I would never do that, but she would. So there you go. You know what I mean?
I still can't believe that.
My grandma is like she's like undercover petty, you know, not even undercover petty. She's just nice about I don't know.
Everything else.
I think people like my mom thinks my grandma's mean. And I just think she might be mean, but she's like adores me, so I don't see that side of her.
I mean, when you're an angel, I guess you have no problems, right?
Yeah, I give my grandma no trouble. Somebody was like, "Oh, no, who was it? Oh, Josh's little brother." He was like, he told his mom, Liza's 28 years old and her grandma still don't know she has tattoos. And I was like, I don't give a fuck. Right? Your dad don't know you have tattoos. You didn't blatantly say, Dad, I have tattoos. Did you?
No, I had a dream about my dad getting a thigh tattoo.
Oi, 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 oi,
It
false.
was a weird, it was a weird tattoo. Like it didn't make sense.
No,
And
absolutely.
he was like, do you like it? And I was like, if you like it, it's cool, I guess. And it wasn't cool, but he was like super excited about it in my dream. And I was like, all right, well, I guess you like it. I guess it's cool, man. Like you're probably never gonna wear shorts that show it, but okay.
No.
It was a weird ass dream. He was like, well, you have tattoos. And I was like,
How
well,
you know that?
and I was
You
like,
told me
well,
that.
yeah, but
I'm young.
it's not that. Like, it's not even like young. Like my grandma got her first tattoo at 75,
I
80.
know,
Oh,
but
almost
she's
80.
like a fucking boss, your
She is a
grandma.
boss ass bitch. But it was like just a weird. I think it was more like the placement rather than anything else. Like
Okay.
just like that he got a thigh tattoo.
But
And
it's not weird to not tell your parents you have a tattoo. Like I don't
no,
lie to my grandma. My grandma wasn't like, Liza, do you have a tattoo? And I was like, no, grandma. I just don't
didn't mention
and hide it.
it.
I'm like, why do I want to break my grandma's heart? It doesn't matter what I say. I don't believe that tattoos are going to condemn you to hell. I believe God looks at your heart. But my grandma is not so sure about tattoos and allowing you having tattoos allowed in heaven. So why would I break her heart and make her worry?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason to. She's going to see me in heaven. Like, how can I not go to heaven? I'm a great person sometimes.
Sometimes.
He'll catch me on a good day. He knows God is good. He'll catch me on a good day. You know what I mean? On a
Just
day
that
when I
what
would
just
make it
that
to heaven.
just that one day he's gonna be like, you know what, Liza, forget about the other thousands upon thousands of days that you were not a good person. Today you were just so great. I just cannot wait to have you here.
Seriously, he's gonna literally be like, first of all, people say that, but I'm like, when you ask God for forgiveness, he forgets. It says like he forgets your sins or whatever. And like he'll forgive you every time. So like catch me on a day where I'm asking for forgiveness because then you won't remember what I did. Not that I do much. Like I'm at my house with like what? I look at the mirror and I tell myself how like I'm a fucking bitch. Like I don't do much, you know? Just don't catch me like the day of the wedding when I'm probably gonna be like bitchy to people.
When you're like losing your minds.
Yeah, like don't catch me that day or the day after.
Just don't catch me. How about that?
Yeah, just let me know. Send me an email like 10 to 15 years before the day you're gonna catch me.
Right. So
And then
that
I'll
way I can be prepared for it.
yeah, I need to be super prepared. I went to the dress store the other day and I was like, maybe me and Jessica should have a 30th princess birthday party and require everyone to wear huge ball gowns to our
Oh my
ball.
God, I'd fucking love that.
Because I saw this dress. It was a black glitter like ball gown for you.
Uh
And it was like I was like, this is the most like they had it on display. And there was a girl who came and bought it for her sweet 16,
uh-huh.
right? But it didn't look like a sweet 16 dress. Like, a sweet 16 dress, and then this looks like a ball gown.
Okay.
It just looked like a black, glittery, beautiful corseted ball gown, right? Like it looked like a black wedding dress, a big ass black wedding dress,
I love it.
And I was like, wow, Jessica could literally, because I was like, can you order that dress? Like she bought it and it was her size, but can she order it? And she's like, yeah, you can order in whatever size. And I was like, how much is it? And she was like 600. I was like, wow, what a steal. Josh was like, what the fuck you mean $600 for a dress? What a steal. I was like, a big ass ball gown with glitter and diamonds everywhere. Like, what a steal. You
Yeah,
know
like
what I
that's a
mean?
steal.
That's a fucking steal. $600, right? And I was like, oh, and I was like, who uses this dress? Like in your quinceañeras? They said no, normally prom, or like if you do want to have like a different type of sweet 16 or whatever, or she's like, I had a bride buy the dress. They already had like 3 brides buy that dress.
Oh, say no more. I love it.
And I was
And
like, wow, maybe me and Jessica should have like a royal ball for
a royal ball. I would love a royal. I think a royal ball. Like I loved themed parties so much.
me too. Like
Like,
literally
uh,
like Queen of the Night. I was like me and like I was like me and Jessica could do that.
I would
And
definitely do that.
my mom literally looked at me like, I don't want to hear about no more parties. And I was like, I know, but this one would be so epic because everybody would require to be wearing ball gowns or like, actual gowns.
Right. And it's not a wedding. So, and
Yeah.
we already know that we probably would not be doing like we would hire ourselves to be the event coordinators. So
Yeah, no, with a party, I don't feel like you need an event coordinator.
no,
With
like you
like
just
a
let it
birthday
go.
party. You know what I
But
mean? And we could literally decorate ourselves. Like I was
oh
like,
yeah, easy.
that would be because I saw that dress and I was like, that's so Jessica. And then I saw a dress that was so me. I saw like 10 dresses that were so me.
I hate like going into like dress stores because I see so many dresses. I'm like, oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. And it's like, where would you wear that? I have no clue, but I love it and I need it in my closet just
Yeah.
to stare at. I do my dishes in it. I don't know.
She had like books and books and books. And I was like, I'm not gonna look through here. And then the one dress that I was like in love with, it was like a purple, like a lavender, like just gorgeous ball gown. She was like, it's your size.
Like, why would she say that? Like, why would you say that? Like, don't tell me that. Like, I
I know.
don't need to know that.
She asked me if I wanted to try it on. I didn't.
Uh,
I should have. I would have bought it though. If I would have tried it on and it fit like immaculate, I would have bought it. So I'm glad I didn't try it on, but it was everything of the sort, you know?
I do love ball gowns. Yeah, listen, we went to buy Eric's suit yesterday
Mm-hmm.
and I was appalled
Why?
because he's the perfect size.
I know. I know. Oh my God.
I was
I
like,
know.
he tried it on and the guy was like, all right, well, like, you're going to be stuck with the ready to wears that we have. Like, we can't order anything. If the suit needs to be like taken in, like, I don't think we're going to be able to have it like, taken in too much or blah, blah, blah. He's like, all right, well, like, let's try it on. Let's see like the best fit that we can get and we'll go from there.
Mm-hmm.
So we pick out the color. The guy's like, all right, well, what size shoe do you wear? So, they had some dress shoes to wear there, to try on, like, they
Mm-hmm.
had some to buy and then they had some to like try on with the suit. And they pull out some shoes, they put on the suit for him, and he comes out, he has the shirt, and I'm just
The fuck?
what the fuck? And the guy's like, if anything, he's like, we'll have to hem it like an inch or so. Um, he's like, if anything, like you may want to take the pants in like a tiny bit, like at the waist. But he's like, I don't really see that you need it. He's like, they still fit really well. The jacket they probably could have hemmed it like not even a quarter of an inch, but
Mm-hmm.
like a tiny, tiny bit just so that the sleeve pokes out just like a little bit more. And they're like, the guy was like, he's like, he's like, we don't get this often, but you will wear the perfect sample size. He's like, what are you, like 6'3" or so? And Eric's like, yeah. And I'm like, bleh. And the guy just looks at me. He's like, I know. He's like, I'm like, the guy was like 5'5", 5'6". He's like, believe me, I understand. I'm very, very jealous myself here. And he was like really lean. So like, I'm sure like things fit him fine,
But
but like the height, like, so he has to get his pants taken in so much. And it was just, it was appalling. I was like, this is just insane.
I feel that way when like Josh goes to stores too. Like, okay, he doesn't listen to the podcast really. He's like Eric, he might listen to it on low.
Yeah.
Okay. He just looks at, oh my God, when he saw the last title, he was like, really, babe, clapped him booty cheeks. He's like,
Eric
wow.
was so excited about it. He was like, oh, what's this one about? And I was like, relax, calm down. And he was like, oh, okay.
How hilarious. But like, okay, so Josh has a comic hero superhero body. You know how they're like really big?
Yeah, he has like the Dorito shape.
Yeah, and then he's like thin, but then he got like a big butt and then like thick
Mm.
thighs and then thin legs. Like he has like I fucking love my man. Over sexualize him all the fucking time. Like he will literally tell you that like I'll be like my favorites. He says he doesn't like it, but like when I don't say it, he'll be like, "Can you say it?" When I go cuddle him, I'll be like, "That's what I'm talking about. Give me that booty." You know what I mean? He's so effing adorable.
Oh my
Oh my God.
Lord.
He has a. I'm like, God didn't bless me with a nice body. I mean, I'm not saying my body's not nice, but like like a 6-pack. But he blessed my man with one, so it is what it is.
Uh,
I'm like, God damn. But yeah, everything always fits him perfectly. Like,
so
I
upsetting.
wouldn't say like super perfect. Like some jeans, like jeans don't always fit him right because Josh's waist is so small. So he does have to go up a size. But for
Yeah,
some
for
reason,
his like thighs and stuff.
yeah, because his thighs are so thick. But or thicker than like what his waist should carry because his thighs are really not that thick compared to like mine or like yours. But like
Right.
his sizing, yeah, his thighs are pretty thick. And but when he tried on the outfit, like everything, the pants fit perfect. It's just he wanted them a little cropped. That's it.
Yeah.
And he wanted the pants like a little tighter. He didn't want them as loose, and they were gonna fix that up for him. Other than that, the jacket fit. He said, I was like, no lifting this week. Because he said that like the jacket was perfect on him. Like it wasn't too loose on his stomach, but I could see that if his muscles grew even like a centimeter, the jacket would be too tight on his arms. But then if he
Mm,
got a size up, it would be too big on his waist.
right. It'd be like way too big.
It'd be way too big, yeah. But Josh is not a sample size. Last thing I'll say before we go though,
Yeah.
the person I'm most excited to see at the wedding. Let's see if you can guess who it is.
The person you're most excited to see at the wedding?
Excuse me. Yes.
I'm gonna say either Puppy James or my grandma.
Yes, it's your grandma. Yeah. It was originally your grandma or my I'm so excited to see Papi James. Last night I like was fucking around with Josh, like, and I was like, oh babe, my bad. Like he didn't give a fuck that his other friends are not going, like, or not in the wedding or whatever. Like I told him, like, oh, might not go to the wedding. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I was like, oh babe, Papi James is not coming to the wedding. What? Man. And I was like, oh, I'm kidding. And I was like, what the fuck? So you don't give a fuck that your childhood friend,
Isn't coming.
but you met Papi James twice? I said, Papi James is just so infectious. You know, he loves like the way he danced, the way he carries himself. Like,
Oh, that's so funny.
so he didn't
Oh,
give a fuck about childhood memories. He cared about Papi James. And I thought it was really funny. He's like, no, I need Papi James because he calls him Papi James. I need Papi James to be my hype man. And I was like, okay. Okay.
that's so funny.
And that literally is the definition of Papi James. You meet him once and
Yeah, he has that personality that's just like none other.
yeah, the
He just
opposite of me. So
yeah, James just has like a very like he's just very friendly and just very like loving and very
funny,
warm, yeah, and funny and uh
outgoing.
yeah, so it's very hard to like miss him somewhere, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
That's true.
that's so funny.
Some would
uh,
say, other than you, he's the best Mendez.
I would agree. I would agree that other than me, he is the best of Mendez. Oh God.
So
I'm gonna get so
funny.
much. So someone's gonna hear that and I'm gonna get so much shit for that. Actually, honestly, they probably wouldn't even give me shit for that. They'd be like, you know what, you're right. James is the best Mendez. I'd be like, next to me though. They'd be like, no, James. They would agree that James is probably one of the best Mendez or the best Mendez.
No, James is. I love you so much. James is the best Mendez.
I will
You're the
I will
best
take
female Mendez.
I'll take that. I'll take it.
Okay,
Listen, if
he's the best Mendez.
my grandma tried that shit once. She like said that I was her female granddaughter, but her other favorite grandson was Steven.
Steven?
And I was like, I'm sorry, what? And she was like, because he's my favorite grandson. Like you're my favorite granddaughter. I was like, no, I'm your favorite grandchild. Like you can, and she was like, yes, but my favorite granddaughter. No, grandchild. I trump everyone. Like I don't understand what
My
you're not
ass would
getting
then be
here.
like, oh, really? You want to play that game? Well, guess what?
You're not my
Now,
favorite grandma.
yeah, you're not. Who's your favorite grandma? Grandma so and so. Like, get out of here. You know?
Grandma
So,
Claudia. Abuela
yeah,
Claudia from In the Heights.
exactly. Paciencia y fe. Some shit you didn't,
Paciencia y fe.
and that's on God, right?
On God.
That's on God. I'm telling you, that's hilarious. But yeah, I'm so excited to see your grandma. I just love grandmas. There's something about grandmas that I'm like, I don't know. I just relate to, you know? I don't know why or how, but I like relate. But your grandma's not really a grandma, but I still relate to her, you know? But I just like old people shit. Like I fuck with old people shit heavy, you know? So she doesn't even do old people shit. She does young people shit.
She
Makes her her.
does.
Who cares? I'm just excited to see her. I'm excited to see JR. I'm excited to see Papi James. I'm excited to see Yo Daddy. I'm excited to meet Naomi. I'm excited to see my sister. I'm excited to eat. I'm excited to. That's it. I'm fucking
That's
nervous to do my
it.
first dance. I'm like, why did I agree to do this? I'm so nervous. So we gotta say goodbye. Love you. Follow us. Comment.
So long.
Share.
Farewell.
Auf Wiedersehen, do. Right? That's what I'm
Goodbye.
saying. Okay. Yeah, and then also follow the podcast, Random Bitches _podcast,
On
Instagram,
Instagram,
TikTok, and you said it was YouTube too,
YouTube.
right?
Yes, you can also find us on
Facebook.
Stitcher and Amazon Music, Overcast. We're in like a lot of places now, bitch. A lot of places.
So we're like literally on all platforms now.
Just about, yeah.
So there's no excuse to listen and share.
To not listen and share.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so
All right,
long. Adios. Bye-bye. We'll see you
bye-bye.
next Thursday.
And next week, you'll be a married woman. Like married, like post wedding married.
Pictures. We'll post pictures on our Instagram.
We will. It'll be fun.
Yeah, we'll be fun.
Oh my goodness.
Will
All
be
right.
fun. It
Will
will
be fun.
All right, bye guys.
Bye, guys.